Alright guys, if you're joining me from YouTube, hello. I'm going to be starting here real soon. Hello Mana. I am live on YouTube as well. Welcome in everybody. I am currently live on YouTube as well. Give me a moment and we're going to be starting. We're going to be talking about the Iran war, and there's been a lot of complaints from the United States military. A lot of different complaints going on, so we're going to get into that. As a matter of fact, over 200 complaints. So we're going to get into all of that, guys. Just give me one moment here. I'm just inviting people in. There we go. Let's go ahead and begin this. And if you're following me on YouTube, we're beginning after my intro here on TikTok. As you can see, all right, well, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you may be. This is Michael Leonard, and welcome into my live. Hello to both my TikTok audience and my YouTube audience. Tonight, we're going to be going over some pretty interesting things. Those of you on YouTube, you're not familiar with what I did last night in my show. But you guys remember I said that there was something about the Iran war that I could not speak of on TikTok, or I would probably get flagged or banned. Well, as promised, I did put that video up on legion183.com. I put it up there, but very interestingly enough, I read an article today from The Guardian which completely backs up what I wanted to say. And we're going to get into that, guys and girls. We're going to get into that. So, as always, I do like to start my lives with an opening prayer. So, before we get into tonight's discussion, I want to start the same way we always should, by going to God first. And those of you out there watching, if you wouldn't mind bowing your heads for a second here. Heavenly Father, I ask that you place a hedge of protection around every single person watching this live right now. Protect their minds, protect their hearts, and protect their families. In a world filled with confusion, deception, and fear, I ask that you give us discernment to see truth clearly. Lord, calm our spirits tonight, remove anxiety, and replace it with wisdom. Let nothing evil come against anyone listening right now. Cover our troops, cover innocent people caught in war zones, and guide leaders to make decisions that prevent unnecessary suffering. And Father, if anything we talk about tonight touches on truth, let it wake people up, not to fear, but to seek you and your guidance. In Jesus' name, amen. I want to thank all of you. Hello, Rose from YouTube, and hello, Shadow on YouTube as well. And you guys, thank you, Cyber. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Welcome in Daphne, Patty, Carol, April, Clover. Thank you for the gifts. Sean, thank you for the gifts. Kim and Carol, thank you for the gifts, guys. I really appreciate it. All my gifts and donations go towards building my website better. And those of you that don't know the website, it's right up there in the image, www.legion183.com. So, let's transition into the topic. All right, now listen, those of you who were in my live last night, remember that I said there was something I wanted to tell you guys. I hinted at it. But I stopped myself. I said there were certain things that I could not talk about yet on here. Well, I can now, to a degree. And the reason I can now is because what my brother and I were talking about privately last night has now officially been documented by a major news outlet. It was just reported on The Guardian. And I want to read this to you guys, this article. I think you guys are going to find it extremely interesting. All right, let me get to it here. Let me just pull it up. All right, this is by The Guardian, guys, and this was posted on the 3rd of March of 2026. It says, U.S. troops were told war on Iran was all about part of God's divine plan, Watchdog alleges. Religious Freedom Group says 200 troops sent complaints of superiors using extremist Christian rhetoric to justify war. And I am away from seeing what you guys are typing at the moment, at least on TikTok, because I'm reading these articles. All right, so it says, U.S. military commanders have been invoking extremist Christian rhetoric about biblical end times to justify involvement in the Iran war to the troops, according to complaints made to a watchdog group. The Military Religious Freedom Foundation, MRFF, says it has received more than 200 complaints from service members all across branches of the armed forces, including the Marines, Air Force, and Space Force. One complainant, identified as a non-commissioned officer, an NCO, and a unit that could be deployed at any moment to join operations against Iran, told MRFF in a complaint viewed by The Guardian that their commander had urged us to tell our troops that this was all part of God's divine plan, and specifically referenced numerous citations out of the book of Revelation referring to Armageddon and the imminent return of Jesus Christ. Let me take a quick drink here, guys. It's very interesting what's going on right now. And those of you on YouTube, I'm sorry that you get to watch me kind of sideways here. And of course, we get people asking about my mask on YouTube. It's a long story about the mask. It really is. But to boil it down, it's my history and it's for privacy. All right, guys. So he said that President Trump has been anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon and mark his return to Earth, the NCO added. The NCO's complaint was filed on behalf of 15 troops, including 11 Christians, one Muslim, and one Jewish person. The complaint was first shared by MRFF with Jonathan Larson, an independent journalist. Anytime Israel or the U.S. is involved in the Middle East, we get stuff about Christian nationalists who have taken over our government and certainly our U.S. military. Mikey Weinstein, MRFF's president, who is an Air Force veteran, told The Guardian. Military members are not really able to stand up for themselves because your military superior is not just your shift manager at Starbucks, he added. In a statement, Weinstein suggested the reports indicate an increase in Christian extremism in the military. Nothing that the complainants report the unrestricted euphoria of their commanders, who perceive a biblically sanctioned war that is clearly the undeniable sign of the expectations approach of the fundamentalist Christian end times. He said that complaints show a clear violation of the separation of church and state. Now, Pete Hegseth, the U.S. Defense Secretary, is known for his embrace of Christian nationalism. He previously endorsed the doctrine of the sphere sovereignty, a worldview derived from the extremist beliefs of Christian Reconstructionism. The philosophy calls for capital punishment against homosexuality and strictly practical families and churches. In August of 2025, Hegseth reposted a CNN segment on X focusing on Pastor Doug Wilson, a Christian nationalist who co-founded the Idaho-based Communion of Reformed Evangelical Churches, CREC. In the segment, Wilson says he does not believe women should hold leadership positions in the military or be able to fill high-profile combat roles. I would like to see this nation being a Christian nation, and I would like this world to become a Christian world, Wilson said. In response to the request for a comment on the complaints, the Pentagon did not reply, instead sharing public clips of Hegseth discussing the operation in Iran. So, oh, what is this? What is this? Are you kidding me? Getting suspended and live visibility restricted. This behavior is not in line with our policies. Gifting is suspended in this live for 10 minutes. Reason, future, continuous. Oh my goodness, here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. TikTok Live. Y'all can't gift me. That's, oh man. I'll tell you what, I love TikTok. I do so bad. All I'm doing is reading a damn article. You know what I mean? I'm reading an article from The Guardian, citing it and everything. I did not say anything untrue or anything. So let's just see here. What are my options? Select reason for appeal. The notice is unclear. I'm still not sure why I got this restriction. My live does not contain the content mentioned in the notice. TikTok should allow content like mine. I understand the decision, but the restriction is too strict, or something else. What do you guys think I should pick? When all I'm doing is reading a damn article. This is why I don't like TikTok, and I want to gather my following better on YouTube. But this is also why I made Legion183.com, which is in the description, guys and girls, over here on YouTube. So what should I pick? I'm just trying to think here. What should I pick? Is it something else? Or my live does not contain the content? You know what? It doesn't. It doesn't contain it. So we're going to select that one. And let's just see what happens, guys. Let's just see what happens. So they restricted my gifting for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes. And all I did was read an article about this. I'm telling you, when it comes to Israel, guys, when it comes down to them, they do not like things said. They don't. And that's exactly why I told you last night I did not want to talk about this. But I figured, hey, it's out in the open now. I might as well talk about it. But guys and girls, that is not even the half of it right now. That is not even the half of what I said in the video. And what else I gotta say. So now basically my entire write-up that I did is kind of screwed. I got a feeling if I continue, what's it say? We don't go to your page and report for no reason. So if you're feeling froggy, jump or leave. Oh, lordy, guys. I got a huge write-up, too. I got a huge write-up. And I figured I was safe talking about that. And now I know for a fact, if I were to talk about what I was going to talk about, like right now, they would ban this account. I got over 48,000 followers over on TikTok. I worked up to 16,000 at one point. And then they banned that account, and now they're trying to ban this account as well. That's why I made the website, guys and girls. That's why I made it, because I own that. And nobody can take away my freedom of speech. Since when, TikTok, since when is it bad to read an article that's public information? Public information, an article. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. Because there's a lot about this war that I wanted to say, guys. There really is. You know what? Can somebody gift me a rose and see if it goes through? Because I can't check if my appeal went through or not, because I'm on live on YouTube over here on my phone, and then on the computer I'm live with you guys on TikTok. So a rose is the cheapest gift, you know what I mean? It won't let you. So guess what? My appeal did not work. I guarantee if I were to log in on that phone, on my TikTok, it would say appeal declined, like every other time. Yep, gifting suspended. It's ridiculous, man. It's like, that's what I mean. Look, I'm live on YouTube. And they're not doing a darn thing. They're letting me speak. But not on here. No, not on here. Now I want to kind of play my little video I did about this war. Let's go ahead and do that. And I'll tell you what, to my YouTube audience right there, I'm going to grab the phone. I'm going to let y'all watch what I'm going to play on my TikTok. Just let me get it open here, and I'm going to let you guys and girls on YouTube see this as well. Eventually, I'll have a setup to where I could do multiple platforms at the same time without having to do it this way. I know it's kind of weird, and I'm sorry for you guys that this might be your first time watching me. Alright, so I'm going to grab my phone. I'm going to show you guys this. So here we go. We're going to add source. You can't hear it though. It's just music. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You know what? Fuck them, man. Look at that. See, guys? Look at this. Fuck it, man. Alright, yeah, there you guys go. You know what? That video, it pretty much sums it up, what's going on. And in a way, I kind of want to almost cut this live because it's pointless. I just got restricted, and maybe even permanently from gifts. They could fucking take this account, man. I'm serious. They need to take it. So I say, guys, Legion183.com. Danny says, your religion says there will be trumpets playing when the end times. What about Trump? You know what, Danny? I thought about that, man. I really have. I really have thought about that. You know, trumpets and Trump and yeah, they flagged me 2 more times, guys, when that video was playing. My YouTube audience, I showed the phone, or I pointed my phone at the screen so they could see the video. They seen all the freaking suspensions and all this other stuff popping up live. I'm not so sure that's a person doing anything, man. I mean it. I think that is this platform. That is this platform that's doing that. I truly believe that that's what's going on here. And yeah, I mean, I'm on live on YouTube right now. Hello, Michael. Hello there to you too, bud. Chosen to you, the war is going to be very terrible. Leave as soon as possible. I agree. Bud says, I'm not surprised at this with nitwit that's the sec of war. Says, I'm here on YouTube for you. Thank you, Bud. I appreciate it. And oh, hey, nice mask. Is this a political channel? No, listen, guys, on YouTube, I cover trending topics, UFOs, aliens, ghosts, this war right now, which if I even say it on here, I got a feeling they're going to ban the account. I really do. I've said so many times, guys, that I was going to leave this platform, that you guys need to go to Legion. And I'm telling you, they're going to force my hand. They're going to force my hand. And Trump said TikTok helped him. Well, TikTok was actually, yeah, it was bought by the US, but it was paid for by Israel. Yeah, that. And the first thing they wanted done was our First Amendment taken away. So, they want to control the entire narrative, is what they want. I heard they bought YouTube as well. I heard that Israel owns YouTube. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I hear. We still on for Saturday? Absolutely, Danny. We will still be doing that live together. It just might not be on TikTok, but it'll definitely be on YouTube. Definitely be on YouTube. We are in total suspension mode. So what? I don't even know what's all going on. I know I'm not on the For You page now. I'm down to 15 viewers, which is crazy. Thought it was Oracle who purchased it. Yes, and that has to do with Israel. And there was this thing that I read, if you block that, then your views go back up. Well, I did block it, and while it was blocked, my videos got 0 views, guys. 0. I unblocked it, boom, it went up to over 1,000 views, which is crazy. It's nuts. So I'm trying to think of how I even want to go about this now. Like, do I just send you guys over to YouTube and you come over there and watch, or what? I don't know, because if I start talking, they're going to stop it. If I could go to YouTube and talk, I'll be able to talk freely. I'll be able to talk freely, and my YouTube name is Michael Leonard 183. I'm going to type it up in the chat here. There it is. Michael Leonard 183, and it's also on Legion 183. All you gotta do is scroll down below the calendar, and you'll see my YouTube name. Catchy, here to spy on you. I've been sent here to spy on you. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't. Alright, Clover, nice. Let's see if I put this here. Then I could talk to you guys like that. Just trying to see how many of you actually come in here into my YouTube. I don't know why my screen is doing that in the background. I guarantee you know what? Something tells me maybe I should restart this live and do it on the computer. You know what I mean? Like, stop my YouTube live now so I don't have to do it on my phone, because the quality's not that good. You guys just hear me through voice into the phone, which isn't that great. Very much appreciate you. You too, Julie. Much respect. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna cut my live on YouTube, and then I'm going to restart it unless, hold on a second. I don't know if I could go over to YouTube. Oh Lord, this is ridiculous, guys. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let me cut my live on YouTube and come back on here on the computer. It'll just be so much better. So those of you here on YouTube, give me 1 minute and I'll be right back. I promise. I'm coming right back. I just got to set things up and we will be right back, guys and girls. All right. All right.